everyone! Today I will be showing you how you can make these fun knotted macrame coasters. These coasters are made using the endless figure 8 knot. Let's get started. Take both your cords and hold them together and fold them evenly in half. Now form a loop by taking the left side and crossing it over the right. Now we're going to rotate this side that's now on the right, sending it counterclockwise and taking it under the side here to form a second loop. Now take that same side and pass it back through that first loop by going over then under. A figure 8 shape. Once again, we're going to take that same grouping of 2 on this end here, and we're going to pass it back through this loop by going over then under. So take it and send it over and under. Now we're going to curve that other section that we haven't touched yet. We're going to pass it through this bottom loop by going under and then over. So when you're finished, you should have 4 loops on each side. We're going to just tighten this up slightly by pulling on the left and the right loop. This will tighten up the center. Then I can pull on both ends of my rope to tighten up the left and the right center. Just like that. And as you're making this, make sure none of your ropes cross each other. You want everything to run parallel next to each other. Now we're going to take the ends that are coming from above and we're going to rotate it down towards the front, and we're going to send it through the left loop here by going over and then under. Now we'll take that other section of 2 and we're going to send it through the loop on the right side by going under and then over. Now we're going to take the bottom and top loops here, so those top and bottom original loops, and we're going to just kind of stretch them to make a little bit of room for our next section. Or you can just slide the other 2 ropes down so you can see 2 defined loops, the top and the bottom. We're going to take this section of 2 down here and send it through the bottom loop by going over and then under. Now we're going to take these 2, send them through this top loop. We're going to do this by going under and then over. Now technically the knot is finished, but since we're making this into coasters, we want both our ends to be on the back of our knot. So since this end is in the front, we're just going to pass it through one more time, and we're just going to go through the next little loop right here. So this tiny one next to where it ended. We're just going to send it over the section here and then under. Now it's time to begin tightening our knot. To tighten the knot, we're just going to start pulling on our rope and just following along the path it takes, tightening very gently so we keep our shape. And the goal is to tighten this so we keep our figure 8 shape here in the very center. So you'll notice there is a figure 8 shape in the center. So you want that to be visible as you tighten. So I like to just pick an end and kind of pull and adjust. So once you have finished tightening it up some, you might have a few little gaps, which is totally normal and fine. And you should still have that kind of figure 8 shape visible in the center with balanced loops, and everything should look fairly even in a oval shape. Now it's time to flip our mat over, and we're going to secure these ends to our project with some hot glue. So what I like to do is just put the hot glue where it's going to be secured on, and then very carefully push the ropes down and hold it for a few seconds, and it will be secure. Then I do the other side. Now I'm going to take my scissors and just trim off the ends as close as I can to where I secured it. Just like that. So when you flip this over, those ends are hidden. Now our last and optional step is, if you would like to, you can add a felt bottom or some other kind of bottom just to give this a little more structure and secure it even better so that it will last through a little bit of wear and tear. So this coaster here, I added a backing, and it just allows it to hold its shape just a little more securely after being used. So let me show you how I do that. You're going to get a piece of felt, and preferably you want a color that will match the rope you used, but it honestly does not matter. And what I like to do is just take my hot glue and cover the back of my mat, so make sure you get the correct side. You'll know because it's where we hot glued those ends at. Flip it over and press it down to the felt. And if you need to do any touch-ups, like if any of your ends aren't really down, you can add just a little more of hot glue to those ends. And there you go. Now it's time to just cut off the felt around the edges. Just like that. My coaster is now finished. So I hope you guys found this video helpful and inspiring, and thank you so much for watching.